Squirrel hunting talk of the day, January the 8th, about 12:29 p.m. Light snow here, about 28 degrees. All right. Now, this can pertain to target shooters. Anybody using a rimfire rifle, any caliber. You know, rimfire cartridges can have deficiencies coming out of the factory. Okay. Meaning you could have a gun that has no problem and you could try to fire that shell multiple times and it may not ever discharge. All right? Now, you may own a gun out there where the firing system, the firing pin, the spring, whatever, is not ample for consistent firing of cartridges. If you own such a gun, you need to get it fixed. And you'll understand why here in just a minute. Now, you could be at a target range. You could be in the squirrel woods. It could be windy. There could be some exterior noise, a car, a truck, an airplane, whatever. Let's say you fire your rimfire rifle and you don't hear it go off like it normally does. What if you got 2 or 3 squirrels around you? Well, what would be your tendency? Oh, that must be a bad shell. Let me eject it, cycle the action, and try again. That's not the smartest move to do. If you're ever in the woods with a rimfire rifle and you don't hear near the rapport when that gun goes off, or you don't hear anything at all when you pull the trigger, what you need to do is you need to carefully cycle the action and look at that cartridge that comes out of that gun. Pull the bolt back slowly and catch that or be able to retrieve that actual cartridge that was in that rifle. And look at it and see if it has a bullet on the end of it. It is possible, and this has happened to me. Now listen, I've been shooting rimfire rifles since a long time, boys, and this has only happened to me one time. And I could have got hurt. I could have ruined a hunt had I been in the squirrel woods. I fired a 17 HM2 here about been over a year ago, I guess. It didn't go off. And I cycled the bolt on the gun. Snatched the shell out. And it fell on the ground and I couldn't recognize it from the rest where I'd been target shooting. So I put a shell back in the gun. Took the safety off and was ready to fire the gun. And I said, wait a minute. I thought I heard a little hiss sound, real light hiss sound. So I got curious. I removed the shell that I put back in the gun to refire, took the bolt out of the gun, and looked up at the sky through the barrel and I couldn't see any daylight. So the gun actually fired. But the velocity, the charge, the detonation when the shell went off was not even enough energy to remove the bullet from the barrel. Therefore, if I would have done what I was fixing to do and reshot that gun, I could have had a problem. Now, wearing eye protection here could possibly minimize what could happen to you, but you still could do damage to your gun, okay? You could blow the magazine out, magazine well could get cracked, etc., with different models of guns. So the bottom line is, if your gun, if you don't hear what you would call a normal rapport when you fire that gun, to no sound at all, extract the cartridge and inspect to see if it has a bullet on the end of it. If it does not have a bullet on the end of it, do not reload that weapon. That weapon needs to be inspected for a lodged bullet in the barrel. That's going to conclude the squirrel hunting talk of the day.